Mr. Gary Russell says there was something wrong with Errol Spence. Let's talk about it.
Push the weight and no flex. Alive is one in the six. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Saw this article on Boxing Scene. Give it a little read here. Gary Russell Jr. says something was wrong with Errol Spence. Let me just read what he has to say, because we're just fans, we're just supporters. We don't know what we're talking about. We pick sides and we get mad when the fighter that we support wins or loses, and we get mad when they lose, or we celebrate when they win, and we don't pay intangibles. What's that? We don't pay attention to intangibles, and we make excuses, and we hate Bud or we hate Errol. That's what this really is, to a lot of you numbskulls. But let's read what Mr. Gary Russell has to say. Mr. Gary Russell, he said he doesn't keep up with the sport he's involved in, but even he was interested in seeing how Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford played out. Before they officially swapped fists in the center of the ring, Russell was expecting an all-out war and a terrific overall fight. In the end, however, the former WBC featherweight champ was convinced that Spence would be a little too big and strong for the smaller Crawford. First round, not included, Crawford turned what many believe was a 50-50 showdown to one-way traffic. Normally sturdy, Spence hit the deck on 3 occasions, including twice in the 7th. From the comfort of his own couch, Russell moved closer and closer to his television in disbelief. With Crawford barely breaking a sweat, the Maryland native had no problem with giving him his credit. With that said, something about Spence's performance just didn't sit right with Russell. Now, let me stop right there for a second. Is that not the general consensus of the public opinion? Is that not what everyone else is saying? I was at the T-Mobile, ladies and gentlemen. I was surrounded by a bunch of Bud fans. And I must say, let me reiterate, I was very proud to see both audiences there, and not one, let's just say, not one piece of ignorance. So I was very proud to witness that. And I was proud of Bud. But on the way out of the T-Mobile, even the Bud fans were saying, hey, man, we'll take the win, but we didn't know it was going to be that easy. He ain't look right. You know how many Bud fans were saying, yo, nah, Errol, does he smoke? He ain't look right. No, that's what they were saying. Was he drunk? That's what they were saying. Meaning, he didn't look right. So now, I can say that and get called and I don't know, a Bud hater or whatever names you guys create for people. But now, what do you say about Gary Russell, who had no horse in the race? Oh, I'm sorry. Let's bring up old stuff. How Mr. Gary Russell smacked Terrence Crawford in the face on some altercation that they had. That's what I heard. I can't deny or confirm it. I don't know. But that's what I heard. So now you're going to call Mr. Gary Russell a hater? Go ahead. Weren't they speaking about fighting at some point? I don't know. It's been a few years. Dig it up and call him a hater. I'm just reading the article. He says, I feel like something was wrong with Errol going into that fight. Russell told BoxingScene.com. I don't know what it could have been. I think something neurologically, was off. Everyone's saying that. The man flipped his car, but came back after flipping his car with brand new teeth and chose to fight Danny Garcia, something that I said was not the best of ideas. But he did it. Then was about to fight Pacquiao. Then he had the eye injury, came back, fought Ugas, who slaughtered Pacquiao. And then he slaughtered Ugas. Danny Garcia, Eugenio Ugas goes in there with Bud and looks like he forgot how to fight in one night. That sounds familiar, you know, Vegas, but, you know, whatever. The chatter around Spence is exactly what Russell was alluding to. But to his credit, he refused to give a single excuse for what took place. Some, nevertheless, have pointed to Spence's issues outside the ring over the years. In 2019, the former unified welterweight champ was involved in a horrific car wreck. In 2022, Spence was forced to undergo eye surgery to repair a torn detached retina. Those physical problems, however, didn't stop Spence from taking care of business against Danny Garcia and stopping Eugenio Ugas in back-to-back bouts. I just said that. I'm reading this fresh, y'all. I'm reading this fresh. But I just said that. Still, while he looked spectacular in those outings, Russell isn't backing off the notion that Spence simply wasn't right heading into that the biggest fight of his life. Quote, yeah, he could have came back with Danny and Ugas, but something was off when he fought Terrence. That's the article. I'll put the link in the description if you care to read it. And here's my opinion. My opinion is his opinion. Bud did his thing. What was he supposed to do? Take his foot off the gas? As a matter of fact, I think Bud carried Errol for like 2 or 3 rounds. He could have got him out of there sooner. That's what I think. I think Bud was being nice. Listen, man. Errol got his behind kicked all over that ring. From round 2 until the point where it ended to round 9. And it could have been over in 6. That's the facts. That's the facts. Bud dominated Errol. But make no mistake about it, everyone left the T-Mobile, Bud and Errol fans alike. Everyone said something wasn't right. Everyone said that. I said, man, what the hell was that? Okay. Was he drunk? I don't know. I don't know Errol. Was he high? I don't know. I don't know Errol. I wasn't in this camp. Is it the car accident? No, throw that car accident crap in the garbage, man. He done fought Danny Garcia and Eugenio Ugas and dominated them. Stop. Did he train? I don't know. I'm not in his camp. I don't know what happened. But what everyone is saying is that Errol did not look right. We can agree on that. Is that taking credit away from Bud? Absolutely not. I did a short video of all the knockdowns, and I said full credit at the end of the short. Go review my receipts. He gets full credit. That's not his fault. If Errol wasn't ready for whatever reason, that's not Bud's fault. Bud did what he had to do. But everyone was saying Errol ain't look right. But never mind us, because we're haters and everything else. Take that to Gary Russell Jr. Go to his Twitter. Do what you clowns do. All I'm saying is Errol ain't look right. Ain't Bud's fault. Bud looked magnificent. Errol did not. You gonna tell me Errol looked that bad because Bud nullified everything he did? Go look at Errol's. Go look at all of Errol's fight and tell me when he ever looked that bad. Tell me. So now you got Gary Russell saying the same thing that a majority are saying. You want to deem this as hatred towards Bud? You go ahead and do whatever it is you want to do. But I'm going to tell you something. There is a rematch. Okay? Can Bud beat him? Absolutely. Will it look the same? I don't know. We're going to have to find out. We're going to have to find out. Will it be different at 154? I don't know. We're going to have to see. If he dominates him again, then it is what it is. If Errol goes in there looking like crap again, it is what it is. He has to make proper changes. Whatever he did in this camp, if it was a 100% camp, whatever he did, it didn't work. Now, I'm campaigning for him to get back with Blu-ray. That's step 1. Step 2, him and Derrick James got to talk about that. But all I'm saying is, everyone is saying something was wrong with Errol that night. The cool part is, Errol ain't saying anything. That's cool. We know what we saw, though. So for all of you saying that, oh, I don't want to see a rematch, I don't want to see a rematch, y'all are out of y'all damn mind. Y'all seen worse ass whoopings. And for those of you that are my age and maybe a little younger, you went through the Gaddy era. Don't talk to me about hanging it up. Please. Run it back. Let's see what happens. Then we can revisit this conversation. If he looks like this in the rematch, then it is what it is. I'm just saying I was there when we left the T-Mobile. Everyone, a majority of people were like, yo, something wasn't right with that brother. But y'all deem it as hate. I'm just making a statement. Y'all do it with whatever the hell it is you want to do. So bring it to Gary Russell if you care to. It's whatever. But he saw what everyone else saw. Bronx on deck.
Move!